So I just replaced this connector. This one's a little bit damaged. The color O-rings got me sort of worried that these are maybe aftermarket injectors. So I already changed this connector. This one was melted. The whole truck was on fire. There's a BD power, pan cover, there's a bigger fuel tank, all kinds of mods on this thing. It had oil filter. It had an oil filter relocation because of the cooler relocation. So we're not sure the extent of the mods of this engine. The engine's all painted up. It's pretty black because it obviously was in a fire, but the top of the motor, everything was kind of crispy, but like the top of the motor down, everything was good. So my dad just had some issues with his 6-liter and his power in his Super Duty. So we're either going to set this one up to go into his Super Duty, his King Ranch, or we're going to put this into a new truck we're building, the F450. We've got a cabin box F450 2008. It's supposed to have a 6.4, but everyone knows how that goes. 6.4, who wants to play with that? So we're thinking might put this in there, make a tow truck, make a hauler, you know, put a 5th wheel gooseneck in there or something. But yeah, so here I'm at. I just changed this connector. I'm gonna make a little video on just so I could show what's going on with this truck in case it does end up in my dad's truck and it does, you know, be the company tow rig. It's pretty cool. You don't often like get a motor that's full of mods, you know, like it's got head studs, it's got the Sinister Diesel EGR deletes, it's got the oil cooler relocation, a couple cool parts on this thing. So obviously somebody took care of it. Obviously somebody liked this engine and tried to make it either more bulletproof or more power. So hopefully it's a good reliable engine for my dad's truck or the 450 that we might be building. So I'm just about to repin this connector. I got a used injector here. I'm going to take this one off. I'm going to show that real quick. It's a little bit of a pain in the ass. Basically, the little square orange piece inside needs to be removed. That's the lock pin. And then there's like the lock tab or whatever. And then there's 2 little, well, I guess 4, one for each thing. There's a little lock on each pin. You pull the lock and push the pin out. And then slide the wires out the back. And then you could change this plug-in without having to change the injectors, because like I said, we don't know if these are upgraded injectors. Stuff like that, the color difference. These could be van injectors. I'm not sure what the color difference is, but stuff like that kind of leaves me unsettled. So we're not changing injectors, even though that would be the easy thing to do right now, the way it's all apart. We're gonna leave these injectors in here, try them out. We're gonna just get them working. Hook the harness up, obviously the harness is a little crispy, so we got a new harness for it. Well, not a new harness, but a used harness. So we're gonna put a harness on it. The intake, my dad said it was a little too hot, so I think probably could have just changed the sensor. I mean, it's not too bad. I mean, I don't see it like warping or anything, but he doesn't like that it's all burnt looking, so probably gonna put these studs into the new intake with the Banks high ram. I don't know if we're gonna clean that up or what. Pretty crispy, burnt. I'm assuming it was nice and powder coated like the rest of the engine at one point. Pretty cool color. It's like the international kind of, I don't know. It's like a bunch of parts, so like obviously everything burnt. My dad just kind of threw everything in the box here. Like, just to see the extent of what it burnt. Like obviously the top side of the motor was pretty crispy. Bottom side was a little bit crispy, but up to the valve covers was it. So hopefully everything else is good in the engine, the seals and whatnot. We're gonna try it out. So I just got the lock out of there. And if the camera will focus here, there's a little lock tab, and you push the pins out, and just make sure the orientation of the wires stays the same. But if you're wondering, when you're looking at the block like this, see how it's got that flat spot with the serial number? It goes black, red, white, blue. So as long as you put the pins back in the right spot, you're golden. So when you're looking at it from the top, it would be like that. Black, red, white, blue. So I'm going to pull these out, and I'm going to take the other one apart, and I'm going to stick them together. I've already done it here, so we already have it in place, and we're good to go. Now we're going to put a harness on this thing, an intake, put the oil cooler and oil filter setup back on it, valve cover, manifold, and it's ready to be cleaned up and put in a truck.